I am not disappointed in your weakness, I am drawn to it. In your weariness, I become your rest. In your brokenness, I become your healer. You can lean into me fully. Let me carry you when you can no longer carry yourself. My child, the pain you feel is not invisible to me. Every aching moment, every confusing thought, every wave of heaviness, I've felt it with you. I am close to the brokenhearted. I gather every tear and hold it like a treasure. I do not waste suffering. From what has been crushed, I will cause beauty to rise. Trust me with your pain, and I will transform it into purpose. My child, I know there are battles in your mind, silent wars that no one else sees. But I do, and I am not afraid of your thoughts. You can bring them all to me, the anxious ones, the dark ones, even the angry ones. I do not withdraw from your pain. I move closer. Let me speak peace over your storms. Let me fill the silence with my presence. You are never walking through the valley alone. My child, there have been days you've wondered if your prayers still reach me. You've whispered into the dark and heard no reply. But I've been listening to every word, even the ones you never say out loud. I am not silent because I'm distant. Sometimes I'm working so deeply in you that silence becomes sacred. Keep praying, keep hoping. The answer is on the way, and when it comes, it will overflow. My child, you've been carrying guilt like a heavy stone in your heart, but I didn't ask you to bear that weight. I've already paid the price. There is no condemnation in me, only restoration. I don't replay your past mistakes. I don't keep a record of wrongs. I see the real you, forgiven, washed, and deeply loved. Come closer. Let me speak a new identity over you. My child, the people who hurt you may never apologize. The betrayal may never make sense, but I will heal you in ways they never could. I am the one who lifts you from bitterness and walks you into freedom. I am justice. I am mercy. I will fight for your heart. Release them to me, and I will release peace into you. My child, you are not forgotten. I know what it feels like to be overlooked, to be passed by, to feel unseen. But I have always had my eye on you. You are engraved on my heart. While others may forget your worth, I never will. I am the God who sees. I have counted your every sigh, watched your every rising, and kept record of your faithfulness. You are known and cherished by me. Pause. My child, when the future feels uncertain, know this. I already dwell in your tomorrow. I've gone ahead of you. The path may look dark, but my light will guide you step by step. Don't rush the process. I am building something eternal in you. Faith that cannot be shaken, joy that is not circumstantial, and strength that flows from heaven. You are growing even when you don't feel it. My child, the season you're in may feel like a wilderness, but I've always met my children in dry places. I led Moses through the desert. I fed Elijah by a brook. I met Hagar when she had given up. And I am meeting you now. This is not the end. You are in the middle of a testimony in the making. Keep walking. I will not let you wither. I am the living water that revives your soul. My child, even when you don't see the fruit, the seed is growing. Even when you don't hear applause, heaven is cheering you on. Even when the doors stay shut, I am opening better ones behind the scenes. Trust me with the timing. What I'm preparing will be bigger than what you prayed for, and you won't have to force it. It will fit you perfectly. My child, you've tried to be strong for everyone else, but I want to be strong for you. You don't always have to have the answers. You don't need to fix everything. Be still and know I am God. I'm not asking you to figure it all out. I'm asking you to trust that I already have. I'm not just the God of miracles. I'm the God of moments. In this moment, I'm holding you in it. My child, when you don't feel worthy of love, remember this. I chose you. Before you were formed, I knew you. I shaped you with care and clothed you with glory. Nothing you've done can cancel my love. Nothing you failed at can remove my hand from your life. You are still mine, still called, still destined, still enough. My child, let your heart be still. Let your mind find rest. You are safe in me. I am your refuge in chaos, your shelter in the storm, your rock when everything else shifts. I will never let you go. I will never leave you to fight alone. My promise stands. My love endures. My grace is sufficient. My child, I've seen the days when you wake up heavy and go to bed still carrying that weight. I've seen how you press on while your soul quietly breaks. You don't need to explain it all. I already understand. You don't need to find the right words. Just rest in my presence. Let your tears speak. Let your silence be prayer. I am not moved by perfection. I am moved by your surrender. And I am right here, holding you in your weariness, not judging you for it. My child, the emptiness you've been feeling, the sense that even surrounded you are alone, I know it well. I felt it in Gethsemane. I walked that path of loneliness before you. But that aloneness is a lie. You have never once breathed without my breath beside yours. You are never alone in your grief, in your heartbreak, in your questions. I have made your heart my home. I live with you in the silent places no one else sees. My child, I hear you when you whisper, I'm tired. I hear you when you say, God, I'm trying. And I respond not with anger or demands, but with grace. You don't have to prove anything to me. You're not loved because you perform. You're loved because you're mine. Lay your striving down. Lay your trying down. You don't have to be strong for me. I am strong for you. You can just be, and I will still be everything you need. My child, I know what you've lost. I know the dreams that shattered, the prayers that seemed to fall to the ground. I was there when the door closed. I was there when you buried what you loved. And though I allowed the letting go, I will never allow your story to end in ashes. From what's been buried, I will raise new life. From what died, I will birth a purpose. You have mourned, but joy is still written into your future. We are not done yet. My child, I hear you asking, why did it happen this way? And though I may not always explain the reasons, I promise I am not the cause of harm. I am the healer of it. The brokenness of the world breaks my heart too. But even here I bring redemption. Even here I birth miracles. You may not understand it now, but one day you'll see that I was always working to make even your pain serve my promise. My child, I see how you give, love, pour out, and sometimes feel forgotten in return, but I don't forget. I see what you've done in secret. I remember the encouragement you gave when your own heart was breaking. I saw the way you kept believing when there was nothing left to believe in. And I say to you now, not one act of faith has been wasted. Not one cup of water given in my name will go unrewarded. My child, I know the struggle to trust. People have let you down. Life has been unpredictable. And now even faith feels fragile. But I am not like them. I am not fragile. I am faithful. I do not lie. I do not break promises. I am steady when all else shakes. You don't have to fake your faith for me. You can tell me when you're scared. You can admit when your trust is weak. I will carry you even then. My child, you've wondered if your life is making a difference. You've questioned your voice, your path, your place. Let me remind you, your existence carries divine intention. Your presence shifts the atmosphere. Your prayers change nations. Your yes to me resounds through generations. Don't underestimate the weight of your obedience. Heaven moves every time you choose to keep walking with me. My child, I have placed gifts inside you that you've yet to discover. There is brilliance buried beneath your battles. There is beauty beneath your ashes. You are not behind. You are not late. You are becoming exactly who I designed you to be. Let me awaken what's been sleeping. Let me stir the fire in your bones. You are not forgotten. You are being formed. My child, there is grace for this moment, grace for the questions, grace for the weakness, grace for the unknown. I won't let you drown in what overwhelms you. My arms are wide enough to hold all of your doubts and still carry you into peace. I am not offended by your questions. I will meet you in them. And in the end, you will see. Faith is not about having all the answers. Faith is about holding my hand when you don't. My child, I know there are moments when you look around and feel like everyone else is moving forward while you're standing still. But delay is not denial. What seems like a pause is really my hand protecting you, preparing you, and planting you where your roots will grow deep. Your journey cannot be rushed because what I'm building in you will last. Trust the slowness. I am never late. I am perfectly on time. My child, I've watched the nights when you couldn't sleep, the ones where your mind was racing, your heart was aching, and peace felt unreachable. But I am the God who speaks peace to storms, even the ones inside your chest. Let me quiet your soul. Let my presence be your blanket. You were not made to carry the weight of tomorrow. Come, rest in my arms tonight. I'll stay awake so you don't have to. My child, you've asked me if your life matters. You've questioned if your story has value. And I say this to you, your life echoes in eternity. You matter so much that I laid down everything to rescue you. You matter so deeply that I crafted your fingerprints with care. No one can replace the sound of your voice in the kingdom. You're not just important, you are irreplaceable. My child, I know how tired you are, not just physically, but deep within. Tired of fighting, tired of pretending, tired of hoping when it hurts. Let me be your strength. When you have nothing left to give, I will pour myself into you. You don't have to push through alone. I am your renewal. I am your Sabbath. Come and collapse into my grace. I will never let you fall. My child, I see the places in your heart that you don't show anyone, the disappointments you hide, the grief you carry quietly, the doubts you fear would make others run. But I don't run. I remain. I draw near. I love the parts of you that feel unlovable. I want the raw version of you, not the polished one. I already know you fully, and I still chose the cross for you. My child, you've seen others celebrated while you sat in silence. You've been faithful without applause, and I want you to know that heaven honors you. The sacrifices you've made in secret are recorded in my book. What you sowed in tears, you will reap in joy. Keep sowing, keep serving, keep showing up. The reward is not far, it's already forming in the unseen. My child, when you feel unworthy to speak to me, that is when I most want to hear your voice. My throne is not for the perfect, it's for the real. Come as you are with the mess, the confusion, the unspoken fears. Come broken, come burdened, come barefoot and raw. My love does not require polishing. It only asks for permission to enter. My child, there is a reason you felt disconnected from everything around you. It's because I'm calling you deeper. You're not meant to fit into broken systems or dim your light to be accepted. I set you apart for something higher. That restlessness in your spirit, it's the invitation to climb. Come higher with me. I'll show you purpose that makes your soul sing. My child, you are not behind. You are not stuck. You are not too far gone. You are exactly where I knew you would be, and I'm still with you here. I will finish what I started in you. Not one word I've spoken over your life will return void. I am still writing your story, and the next chapters will make you weep with joy. My child, lift your eyes. Even now, the heavens declare my glory and whisper your name. The sun rises for you. The stars sing over you. All creation echoes my love for you. So come closer. Let me sing over you. Let me remind you that you were never forgotten. You were always my beloved. My child, I know what it feels like to be forgotten by people you never thought would leave. I know what it's like to be loyal in silence while others moved on loudly. But you are not forgotten, not by me. I've been with you through every heartbreak, every unanswered call, every door that never reopened. And I promise you, what I have ahead of you will be sweeter than what you lost. You will laugh again. You will trust again. You will dance again. My child, when the pain is so deep that you don't have words, know this. Your tears speak a language I understand. You don't have to explain yourself to me. You don't have to figure out how to pray correctly. I hear the sobs, I feel the ache, and I translate every tear into restoration. I am the one who bottles them. I turn mourning into oil and ashes into crowns. You will not cry forever. My child, I know you wonder, when will it be my turn? I've seen you clap for others while holding your own empty hands. I've seen you celebrate others' miracles while secretly asking me why yours hasn't come. But I promise you, your turn is coming. Your name is written into my schedule. I have not passed you over. I am preparing something that won't just bless you. It will heal generations after you. My child, you don't have to be afraid of what's next. I go before you. I am already standing in your tomorrow, making crooked paths straight and preparing divine appointments. Don't let fear speak louder than my promise. Don't let anxiety write the script of your future. I hold the pen and I write in favor, in joy, in healing, in victory. Let me author the next page. My child, you've been asking me, am I enough? And my answer will always be yes. You're enough because I am in you. You're not defined by their standards, their opinions, or your own insecurities. I have clothed you in strength and dignity. I have given you a voice and authority. Stop shrinking. Stand tall. Walk boldly. You carry my spirit. That makes you more than enough. My child, there's nothing about you I regret creating. Not your skin, not your voice, not your shape, not your laugh. Everything about you was crafted with purpose. You were not made for comparison, you were made for communion. I didn't call you to be like anyone else. I called you to reflect a side of me the world has never seen before. Shine with confidence, not for attention, but because you're lit with my glory. My child, the night seasons are the places where your roots grow deepest. Don't despise the darkness. That's where I often do my best work. Seeds don't sprout in sunlight alone. They break open underground, and that's where you are right now, breaking open to become. Hold on, resurrection is coming. The light is on its way, and it's looking for you. My child, the voice of shame may be loud, but my voice is louder. And here is what I say. You are not a failure. You are not a disappointment. You are not disqualified. You are my redeemed. You are my joy. You are my miracle in motion. I see the things you've hidden in fear, and I cover them in mercy. Nothing you've done has made me stop loving you. Nothing ever will. My child, the ones you're praying for, your family, your children, your spouse, I hear those prayers loud and clear. Even the ones you whispered while doing dishes, or cried over in the bathroom, or repeated night after night when it felt like nothing was changing. I am working in them. Don't lose hope. I'm doing more in their hearts than you can see. The seeds you've sown in faith will grow. Don't stop praying. Don't stop believing. My child, I didn't just save you for heaven. I saved you to live fully, freely, abundantly. There is joy for you on this side of eternity. There are miracles for you here and now. Let me teach you to live again, laugh again, hope again. It's not too late for me to do something new. You've seen me as your Savior. Now see me as your Father who delights in every part of you. My child, there's a sacred silence where I speak most clearly. You may feel like nothing's happening, but I am working where your eyes can't see. Sometimes I silence the noise of the world so you can finally hear me in the stillness. This silence is not abandonment, it is invitation. Come sit with me. You don't have to perform, you don't even have to speak. Just be with me, and I will refresh your soul. My child, I know you've been tempted to quit. You've thought, maybe I'm not strong enough, or maybe this is too much. But let me remind you, what you're walking through now is not your ending. It's a chapter, not the conclusion. I am the author of your story, and I never write defeat. I write redemption. I write revival. I write resurrection. What you see as a full stop, I see as a pause before breakthrough. My child, I see how you've tried to protect others from your pain. You've smiled while silently screaming, but I never meant for you to carry this alone. Cast your cares on me, not just the big ones, but the tiny ones that chip away at your peace. I care about it all. If it matters to you, it matters to me. My shoulders are strong enough. Let me carry the weight so you can breathe again. My child, I've placed a light in you that no darkness can extinguish, not the darkness of grief, not the darkness of trauma, not even the darkness of your own thoughts. You are a lamp in a dim world, a reflection of my glory. Don't be afraid to shine. Don't shrink back because others don't understand your light. You weren't meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out for my glory. My child, the healing you seek is already unfolding. It may not come how you expect, but it will come in fullness. I am healing you in layers, like an artist restoring a masterpiece. You may not notice the change at first, but day by day, your heart is being made whole. Let me into every corner, even the ones you've locked away. There is no place in you too broken for my love to enter. My child, even in your confusion, I remain constant. You can come to me with your anger, your questions, your honesty. I do not punish those who struggle. I hold them. I walk with them. I speak softly until their hearts remember my voice again. You are not less spiritual because you doubt. You are growing deeper. I am not afraid of your questions. I am the answer. My child, there's more to your life than survival. I didn't rescue you just so you could barely get by. I called you to thrive, to live abundantly, to live joyfully, to live freely. It's time to dream again. Let me awaken visions that fear tried to bury. Let me show you what's possible when you walk with me in courage. You've survived. Now let's build a life that glorifies me. My child, the pressure you feel is not a punishment, it's preparation. You've asked me for elevation, and I'm building your character to sustain the calling. Don't rush what I'm refining. Diamonds are formed in pressure. Oil flows only when the olive is crushed. You are not being broken apart. You are being broken open. What is inside you is sacred, and soon it will pour out like living water. My child, I am closer than your breath, closer than your next heartbeat. I am not just above you, I dwell within you. You are my holy temple, and I take great delight in you. You may not feel worthy, but my spirit lives in you. That makes you holy, valuable, and powerful. You carry my presence everywhere you go. Walk like you believe it. My child, I've planted hope inside you that no circumstance can steal. Even in the valley, it grows. Even in the fire, it blooms. That hope is not based on what you see. It's rooted in who I am. I am faithful. I am for you. I am your ever-present help in trouble, and I will not stop until you are fully restored. My child, I've seen your silent battles, the thoughts you've had to rebuke, the memories you've tried to forget, the lies you've had to unlearn. And through all of it, I've never called you weak. I've called you resilient. I've called you mine. You have fought well even when no one else noticed. And I, the God who sees in secret, will reward you openly. There is honor for your hidden obedience. My child, there's nothing too small for my attention. I notice every time you chose kindness instead of retaliation, love instead of bitterness, patience instead of despair. I've watched you give when no one gave back. I saw you stay when others left. I've heard the prayers you whispered over others, even while you were bleeding. That's what makes you royal to me. You look like me when you love like that. My child, you've asked me, can something good still come from this? And I say, yes. Not just good, but glorious. I will restore the years that were stolen. I will redeem the chapters you thought were wasted. I will rebuild what was torn down. And when it's done, you'll look back not with sorrow, but with awe. Because I can take ashes and breathe beauty. I can take loss and create legacy. My child, I am not measuring your value by your performance. I'm not tallying your mistakes. I'm not waiting for you to get it all right before I bless you. I bless you because I love you. I pour out favor because I'm a father, not a taskmaster. You don't have to earn what I've already freely given. Come boldly, not because you're perfect, but because you are perfectly loved. My child, when others misunderstood you, I understood. When they doubted your heart, I defended it. When they spoke against you, I stayed silent, because my vindication is more powerful than their accusations. I will prepare a table before you, and it won't be out of revenge, but redemption. I will anoint your head with honor, and your cup will overflow. My child, I know you're tired of starting over. I know you're weary from waiting. But let me remind you, every time you rose again, it wasn't just you, it was me lifting you. Every comeback you've made, every moment you decide to hope again, was proof of my spirit alive in you. You're not starting from scratch, you are starting from strength. My child, you've prayed for revival, but revival starts inside. It begins when you surrender again. It breathes life when you let me in again. Open your heart wider. Let me heal what you've covered. Let me touch the wounds you thought you had to hide to be used. I don't use you in spite of your scars. I use you because of them. They tell a story of survival that will awaken others to hope again. My child, you were born for such a time as this. Your life is not random. Your pain is not meaningless. I have assigned you to this generation for a reason. Your voice matters. Your presence shifts atmospheres. Your prayers tear down strongholds. The enemy has tried to silence you because he fears what happens when you speak from a place of authority and healing. But now I am amplifying your voice, and no one can mute what I've anointed. My child, you are about to see why it never worked out with others, because I was reserving something divine. You are about to understand why I said no in certain seasons. It was so I could say yes to something eternal. My ways are higher, my plans are perfect. And soon the puzzle pieces will come together. What once confused you will become your confirmation. My child, I have never left you, not for a second. Even when your faith was weak, I remained strong. Even when your love faded, mine endured. I don't love you because you get everything right. I love you because you are mine. Always have been, always will be. And no matter how far you feel, I will always come running toward you when you call my name. I see the
demonstrates his own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Romans 5:8. To the one who feels like giving up, to the one who believes they've gone too far, to the one who thinks God has forgotten them, let this message reach your heart. It's not too late. God has not given up on you, and he never will. Maybe you've made mistakes, big ones. Maybe your past haunts you. Maybe people have judged you, rejected you, and cast you aside. But God hasn't. He still sees you, and he still loves you. This is not the end of your story. This is a new beginning, and if you will pause and listen with your heart, you will hear the still, small voice of your Father saying, "Come home. I'm still here, and I love you." Sometimes we think God is distant because of our silence. But even in your silence, his love speaks, his mercy still flows, and his arms remain open wide. There are moments when your soul can't even form the words to pray, but he understands. He hears your tears. He interprets your sighs. Romans 8:26 says that the Spirit himself intercedes for us with groanings too deep for words. You don't have to be eloquent. You just have to be willing. Let him in. Let him hold what you've been hiding. Let him speak where you've gone silent. Let him restore what you've given up on. And let him love you right where you are. He knows you're tired. He knows the weight you carry, the battles no one else sees, the nights you cry yourself to sleep, the shame you try to bury deep. And yet, he loves you, not for what you've done, but for who you are, his child. He saw you before you were formed. He knows every hair on your head, every fear in your heart, every scar on your soul. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not hopeless. You are deeply known and still deeply loved. If all you can do today is whisper, "Jesus, help me," that's enough, because he's not asking for perfection. He's asking for your heart. He's not asking you to climb to him. He already came down to you. He came low to meet you in the middle of your mess. So breathe, cry if you must, but don't close your heart. He is knocking, and he is patient, waiting. This moment could be your miracle. This moment could change everything. Open the door. Let grace flood in. Let mercy rewrite your story. Let God love you into wholeness again. Panori, God's love was never based on your perfection. So many of us carry the false belief that we must be perfect for God to love us. We wear masks, we pretend, we strive, trying to earn something that was already freely given. Romans 5:8 says, "While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Not when we were cleaned up, not when we got it right, while we were still sinners." That means when you were at your lowest, when you were doing the very thing you're now ashamed of, He still chose the cross. He still chose you. God's love is not performance-based, it is grace-based. You don't have to earn it, you just have to receive it. And some of you have spent your whole life trying to prove you're lovable, but God already settled that. He loved you first. He loved you fully. He loved you before you knew how to love Him back. He is not loving some future version of you. He loves you now. Scars, struggles, sins and all. Let that truth break the chains of shame off your life. Let that truth wash over you like healing rain. He's not waiting for perfection. God demonstrates His own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. You are not too far gone. There's a voice that whispers to you in the quiet, "You've gone too far. You've done too much." God could never want someone like you. And maybe for a long time you believed that voice, but that voice is a lie, and today we break its power. You are not too far gone. You are not beyond reach. You are not beyond redemption. Let this truth sink deep. God doesn't run from your mess. He walks right into it. Look at Paul. He persecuted the early church. He stood by as Christians were imprisoned and killed. And yet God called him. God transformed him. God gave him a new name and a new mission. Look at David, a man after God's own heart who fell into sin with Bathsheba and arranged the death of her husband. And yet after repentance, God restored him. God still used him. Look at Peter, who denied Jesus 3 times, publicly, at his most vulnerable moment. And yet Jesus came back and said, "Peter, do you love me? Feed my sheep." These stories are not in the Bible to shame you. They are there to show you that grace is stronger than guilt. You may have walked 1,000 steps away from God, but it only takes one to return. He is not waiting with a lecture. He's waiting with love. He is not pointing a finger. He's opening His arms. He is not dwelling on your failures. He's declaring your future. There is no sin so dark that the blood of Jesus cannot wash it clean. There is no heart so cold that His love cannot warm it again. There is no life so broken that His hands cannot rebuild it. Maybe you feel disqualified, but grace qualifies the unqualified. Jesus didn't come for those who have it all together. He came for the sick, the hurting, the ashamed, the forgotten, the lost. He came for you. So if the enemy has been telling you that your story is over, remind him of the cross. Remind him that you are covered. Remind him that mercy has the final word. You are not too far gone. You are exactly where God's grace can reach you, right here, right now. Let the weight fall. Let the shame break. Let the healing begin. God sees beyond your mistakes. When we look in the mirror, we often see failure. We replay the scenes of our worst decisions, the words we wish we hadn't said, the things we wish we hadn't done. Our minds trap us in guilt, and our hearts whisper, "This is who you are now." But listen closely. God does not define you by your past. He doesn't look at your brokenness and say, "That's it." He looks at your brokenness and says, "That's where my grace begins." Where you see ashes, He sees beauty waiting to rise. Where you see shame, He sees a story of healing. Where you see a mess, He sees a ministry in the making. Think about the woman caught in adultery. Everyone wanted to stone her. to condemn her. But Jesus looked her in the eye and said, "Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more." He didn't ignore her past, but he refused to let her past define her future. That's what he's saying to you. I see you. I know what you've done, but I'm not here to condemn you. I'm here to restore you. God sees beyond the addiction, beyond the abortion, beyond the affair, beyond the lie, beyond the anger, beyond the bitterness. He sees a little child inside you who got wounded. He sees the tears you never let fall. He sees the regret that clings to your soul like a shadow, and he whispers, "I can heal that. I can make you new." You are not what you've done. You are who God says you are. You are redeemed. You are restored. You are loved. You are chosen. Let his voice be louder than your mistakes. Let his truth become your identity. Let his mercy rewrite your memories. You are not defined by what went wrong. You are defined by the one who makes all things right. You still have a purpose. Sometimes the weight of shame and failure convinces us that our story is over. We think we've disqualified ourselves from God's plan, that he's moved on to someone else more obedient, more holy, more deserving. But that is not the heart of God. God doesn't just forgive, he restores. And he doesn't just rescue, he repurposes. Jeremiah 29:11 isn't just a verse for the innocent. It's for the fallen. It's for the weary. It's for the one who feels lost in the wilderness. It says, "For I know the plans I have for you," declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. That promise still stands. Yes, even after everything, even after the betrayal, even after the relapse, even after the silence, even after the rebellion, you still have a purpose. There's a reason you're still breathing. There's a reason your heart is still beating. There's a reason the enemy tried to destroy you with, to help heal someone else. He can use your deepest pain as the platform for your greatest purpose. He can turn your scars into signs of his power. He can transform your trials into a testimony that will set captives free. You're not just being saved from something. You're being saved for something. There are people waiting for your voice. There are hearts that will be healed by your honesty. There are chains that will break when you share your story. So don't hide in shame. Don't bury your calling under guilt. Rise up, embrace the grace, and walk boldly in your purpose, because your past has no power to cancel your destiny in Christ. Come as you are, not as you wish you were. We often believe the lie that we must fix ourselves before coming to God, that we have to clean up, straighten out, and somehow make ourselves worthy. But that's not what Jesus taught. In Matthew 11:28, he says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." He didn't say, "Come when you have it all together." He said, "Come now, just as you are. Come with your questions. Come with your addictions. Come with your guilt. Come with your wounds. Come with your secrets. Come with your shame." God is not afraid of what you carry. He already knows, and he's already made a way. You don't need to present a polished version of yourself to the Lord. He sees behind the curtain. He sees the real you, the hurting, hoping, barely holding on you. And he still says, "Come." He isn't moved by your image. He's moved by your honesty. He isn't waiting for a performance. He's waiting for your surrender. And when you come as you are, something beautiful happens. He meets you there. In your mess, he offers mercy. In your fear, he offers peace. In your confusion, he offers clarity. In your weakness, he becomes your strength. There is nothing more healing than realizing you are fully seen, fully known, and still fully loved. So lay down the pressure, lay down the mask, lay down the pretending, come empty, and let him fill you. Come broken, and let him rebuild you. Come lost, and let him lead you home. You are welcome here. You are wanted here, and you are loved here, just as you are. Your weakness is not a disqualification. It's a starting point. We live in a world that often celebrates strength and success, where weakness is hidden and vulnerability is seen as failure. But in the kingdom of God, everything is upside down. What the world sees as weakness, God sees as an invitation. 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Let that settle in your spirit. His power is made perfect in your weakness, not in your performance, not in your accomplishments, not in your polished image, but in your weakness. Maybe you feel too broken to be used, too afraid to try again, too ashamed to step forward. But God sees you not as a liability, but as a vessel he can fill, a vessel he can use. He's not asking you to be strong enough. He's asking you to trust that he is. God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. He chose Moses, who stuttered. He chose Gideon, who was afraid. He chose Jeremiah, who thought he was too young. He chose Mary, a poor teenage girl with no status. He chose a bloody, beaten cross to save the world. Why? Because God delights in using the unlikely to accomplish the impossible. Your weakness is not a reason to withdraw. It's a reason to press in. It's in your brokenness that his wholeness is revealed. It's in your surrender that his strength shines brightest. When you say, "God, I can't do this alone," he replies, "You were never meant to." So bring him your trembling hands. Bring him your fragile faith. Bring him the pieces you've tried to hide. And watch what he does with surrender. Watch what he builds with nothing but trust. This is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of his power flowing through your weakness. So don't run from your frailty. Run to him with it, because that's where miracles begin. There's still time. Choose life. Sometimes we wonder if we've missed our chance, if the window has closed, if the opportunity is gone. We think, it's too late for me. I've made my choice. I have to live with it now. But God's mercy defies time. His grace rewrites endings, and his voice still calls out, "Come home. Choose life." Deuteronomy 30:19